Guys, Deluded Guna, YouTube's N'Golo Kante. I mean, it's almost the new year, so I'll share a little experience from, I don't want to say my unruly days or my bad breed days, or I mean, I wasn't a bad kid. I mean, I did what almost all of you guys did. I mean, when you weren't playing football, you're just getting up to typical mischief in London. I don't want to name some certain stuff in case you guys didn't do it, but you know, just the usual stuff, usual mischief and ramping with your friends. But there used to be, obviously I just said, and you guys know, I used to love football. I used to play football at Tottenham Community Centre. I used to play for the school, for my team, any sort of kicks projects, cages on Saturday mornings before 12 o'clock kickoff. Anything man was there. But on Thursdays, I believe it was Thursday nights, Friday nights, either both or one of them. It started off at Brompfield School. If those of you that from North London know where Brompfield is, but it moved to Finchley Power League. Now what it's a kicks project. They'll pay for you to play and use the facilities of the Power League, five-a-side. For those that don't know what Power League is, you'll play football. There'll be bare people, there'll be bare teams and things like that. I used to go with bare of my friends, bare of my man them from school, bare of my man them outside of school. We all used to trek. It got to the point you knew people be on BB. Like, what, you going kicks? Yeah, you going kicks. It got to the point people used to snake people from kicks because too many people come and there was too many teams, and if you went out, it's just long in it. It was a mess up. It was a madness for bare reasons, man. I mean, you got to play football, you got to ramp, bare stuff used to happen. On top of that, probably did some stuff we wasn't supposed to. Those of you that have been to Finchley Power League, there used to be vending machines in it, and quite stupidly vending machines in the changing rooms, which was quite stupid. I mean, there was a couple incidences. I mean, I don't want to spell it out, but I mean, guys don't want to pay for that Lucozade necessarily, or someone might necessarily kick that vending machine, and then a bunch of people might start kicking that vending machine repeatedly, and everything might drop out, and people might put that stuff in their bag and have drinks for days / drinks to sell at school. I don't know who was doing that. And yeah, on top of that, there was a Tesco's across the road as well. So you can imagine what used to happen as well. Straight after that, imagine football, free drinks. And I'm not going to spell out what happened in Tesco's, but I'm pretty sure you can get the theme of this. I don't know who was doing it. It weren't me. But yeah, man, I mean, football, free food, free booze, free drinks. It was lovely, man. It was lovely. I remember an incident, like someone was kicking the vending machine, and the manager came in. He's like, "Oh, who's being Johnny Big Balls here?" It was so funny. It's so funny. Like, but yeah, man, it used to be lovely. You play football, you get food, you get drinks. It's Finchley, so we used to jump on a bus. I mean, it was quite silly, but sweaty boys, all in football stuff. We'll go Finchley. What's it called? You know where the cinema and the bowling is? And again, move to girls. Oh, there's a girl there. Hey, talk to her, man. Talk to her. Do you get the number? Mad thing. Do it again. Get the next one. And just stock up on the BBM contacts, innit? Just stock up. These used to be the livest days, man. Like, kicks used to be at used to end at like 8. We ain't getting home till midnight. On top of that as well, I forgot to mention, on top of that, we used to stay on the pitches. You're not supposed to stay on the pitch. We used to stay on the pitch and play more, or go and kick people out of their kick pitches as well. Like, how did it go? We'll calculate an hour. So if it was like 8:30, we'll play for a bit, and then the 7-a-side will be done by 9:30. We'll go on the pitch, say we booked it, it's time for us to come on. And if you're smart and you got your brains about you and then you inquire, then you keep playing football on this pitch. But if you come off, then we've got a pitch. It was great, man. It was a madness. We used to do some ASBO stuff on the bus as well. I mean, I'm what, 14 to 15 at this point as well. Like, it was lovely. I mean, there was an incident. I don't want to go into it, but there was an incident. I got into a physical disagreement with someone, to coin the phrase. We was getting into a disagreement on the football pitch, and we're going on a bus stop. We're at the bus stop now. Everybody's waiting for the bus. I didn't know this brother as well like that. Like, we don't know each other like that. He called me pardon my language, a little bitch. I mean, so I don't need to spell out what happened after that. I mean, I'm not a bad boy, but I'm not a waste man either. He called me that. He got his head busting. He got punched up. It's that simple. Like, he got just a quick little. I don't want to go into it, man, because I don't want to talk about this. But just a quick little scrap. You know how these things go. Quick little scrap. Guy falls to the floor. It's all over for him. You know what's gonna happen once that happens for you. But yeah, man, I actually see that same brother in the gym as well. But like, it's so funny. Like, I look at him. He looks away. Like, it's obviously the testosterone that you've been pumping up. You start feeling like it's them prison scenes, like in Rikers Island or something. But yeah, man, like I said, guys, just a quick little trip down memory lane, man. I thought I owe it to you guys. It's the end of the year. You guys love these, and I was trying to sit down and think, what can I tell you guys, which actual stuff that can't come back to haunt me. And I like to think that story's kind of cool in that regard. If I talked about certain things that used to happen, then probably not. You guys might look at me a different way, and maybe police start coming and bothering guys. Like I said, I wasn't a troublesome guy, I wasn't notorious, but we all got into a fair bit of mischief around North London. Anywho, Guys, Deluded Gooner, get in the comments, subscribe, and do the rest of it. I'm out.